How you doing, young man? Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Well, in full transparency, we are live on Memorex. We are taping this the night before to be played at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern on all our platforms like we always do on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitch, X, and the Roku network. On the Maximum TV channel, on Roku channel, on the Maximum TV network. So you're gonna see us all. When you see us, we're not gonna be able to do the normal chat, but please still leave a message and let us know how you like things. We, as always, we're gonna still make sure we get back to you. We want to start the show this time by saying sending love and a shout out to the family of Marshawn Nealon, player for the Dallas Cowboys, who unfortunately left this earth a little bit too early. He had some things going on. Apparently, as allegedly, as they saying some mental health issues. So check on your people, man. There's a lot of things going on out here in this world. Check on them, make sure they're all right, and make sure you love on people while you can. You never know what's going on with people, and people that say they fine, they may not always be. Just go a little deeper, make sure they are fine, because you never know what people are going through out there. How you doing there, Mr. Felix? Who you got on today?
Got on Sean Taylor from the Redskins.
Sean Taylor, great defensive back. His daughter's playing college volleyball right now. I want to say at North Carolina. I think she's at North Carolina playing volleyball. So we welcome having that jersey because, of course, the Lions play the Commanders on Sunday in Washington. A sort of a rematch of last year's playoff game. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But right now, right up first, we got Mr. Maurice Benson from the Mesa Monsoons in the NBL. Welcome, young man. How you doing today, sir?
I'm all right. How you young men doing?
Good. Great to have you with you. Have you with us. So you are actually in Arizona right now.
Yes, sir. I'm in Arizona, man. Gilbert, Arizona, to be exact. Yes, sir.
So, as I understand, you are originally from the state of Michigan in the Lansing area. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Born and raised, Lansing, Michigan, man. Yep. Born and raised, man. L-Town represent.
So you said Otto Middle School, Everett High School.
Yep. Verlinden Elementary, Otto Middle School, Everett High School. Then Lansing Community College, man. So I did the whole pipeline at the crib, man. You know, I did the whole pipeline. Yep.
So you basically lived your life right off of Grand River.
Yeah, for the most part. Yeah, Grand River, Grand MOK. You know what I'm saying? But I'm from there. I got aunts and uncles there, man. So I actually was all through the city, man. All through the city. You know what I mean?
For those who don't know, who live in the city of Detroit, you can take Grand River from downtown Detroit all the way to downtown Lansing.
Yep, East Lansing, all through there. All the way right on through. Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah, take you through all the way through Brighton.
All the way through. Yeah, that's how they used to do it back in the day before the highways. Yeah.
So wait. So you don't have to get on 96 or nothing?
Nope.
No, I didn't know it from that way, but that's what I was hearing from some of the older folks. But it used to be to take Grand River straight on through to Detroit. Yeah, you know what I mean? Some people still do it. Some people still do it just for the different ride, different views. It makes sense.
How long is that drive though?
About 90 minutes.
Okay, it was an hour and a half. Not too bad. So you got lights,
it's
right
down there.
No, I can imagine. Not a bad drive. I can see it going up Grand River. Once you get out of campus and kind of hit the straightaways, get to that country road.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I've done it before.
Straight back roads. That's
and
cool.
I got pulled over and Howell because I was speeding a little bit. I ain't never been so scared in my life.
Oh, Howell, yeah, Livingston County, man. Livingston County, yeah, be in your P's and Q's for sure.
Now you familiar with Howell? Felix?
No.
It's the sticks, man.
That's the clan. That's what
the sticks, man. You're in the sticks. It's the sticks out there. You're gonna see a whole bunch of different type of looks, man.
Yeah.
So being us out there out in the country roads where they can get a little sticky out there for sure. But they had us out. They had the outlets out there. The outlet mall was in Howell, man. So that's why a lot of us was up there. Yep.
Oh, okay.
That cop pulled me over, boy. I was literally shaking, holding on to that steering wheel. And he said, "How you doing, young man?" I said, "Fine."
He all good. It was cool. You caught a good one. That's cool.
License, registration, proof of insurance. He looked at it, he said, "Just slow down, young man." Because he was laughing so hard because he knew I was scared. I'm in how? Oh, I'm in
Yeah,
how.
yeah. And definitely got that stereotype, man. But I ain't never had too many bad experiences in how I'm outside of high school. We played their high school team one time, and they got a little rowdy, man, because it was a very physical team. I ain't never had too many racial issues happen in how, but you do hear it a lot, though, that it can be like that out there.
Yeah, yeah. Because you can
Hmm.
take N59 all the way to 96 and then 96 straight up.
Straight up to the city. Yep, yep.
N59 and 96 is right where the outlet mall is.
Yep, y'all get there. Yep, y'all get there. Kingston Meadows, man. Yeah, we spent a lot of time out there, young kids trying to keep up with the fashion, man. Getting out in the night. We got there at Birch Run.
Yep.
We didn't have the city, man. The city, I got all types of things all through it. We had to get to one of them outlets to kind of keep up.
Go to Tony's and go to Birch Run.
That's where all the suits was at, right? Hold up, Tony's. No, that was like was that an urban clothing store, Tony's?
Tony's is that restaurant where you get all the bacon.
Oh, it's all the bacon. You talking about the food?
Yeah, the big sandwiches
Right at
and
the
all the big old
top.
plates. That's
Right on
Tony's.
top. Okay, where that? That's in how?
No, it's in Birch Run. It's on the Birch
Birch
Run.
Run. Oh man, I ain't been in Birch Run in so long, man. I ain't been there so long. Cause when I got the Great Lakes crossing, man, that was where it kind of took. The Great Lakes was the spot to be at.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's Auburn Hills. That's still there
Auburn
too.
Hills, that's the place to be at. Yeah, if you try to go to the outlet balls, that was pretty cool out that way.
So you being originally from Lance Planet, ever were you a multi-sport athlete? Did you play football too?
Nope, man, ran track. They almost had me on the football field, man. But by the time I went out there, I was a junior in high school, and basketball was already kind of heavy, man. I was already a knucklehead, and I started to run track that year. But no, I just did basketball and track in high school.
Okay, all right,
Mm-hmm.
all right. So you went to Indiana Tech University.
Yes, sir.
How'd you get over there?
Man, transferred out, man. I went to a school called Tiff University right out of JUCO. And I had a medical red shirt. I had got injured going into that year. I actually broke my leg and took a medical red shirt. And I had a friend that was at Indiana Tech that I played with in college ball, man. And I watched him. I kind of followed him, and it was kind of easy transfer. When I decided to transfer out, it was really just a conversation to a friend and to an open gym. And I didn't really know too much about looking for schools. I just went somewhere where I can go play at. You know what I mean? Because everybody else wanted me to take a red shirt again because I broke my leg, needed more credit. So I transferred. I think Tiffin was like independent D2, trying to figure out what conference they're going into. I went down NIA, which, like I said, I'm glad I did. I got to work.
Tiffin, Tiffin, the Dragons.
Yep, Tiffin Dragons. Yep, I went there out of JUCO. I spent 1 year there. I took a medical red shirt year there.
So you left LCC and went to Tiffin, or did you go to Indiana Tech first?
No, went to Tiffin first, and then transferred to Indiana Tech.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got a pretty decent squad over there. There's a kid from Detroit there now. His name is Eric Hobson Jr. He played guard out there at Indiana Tech.
Yeah, Tech, man. They got a rich history of basketball there, man. When I got there, I had a couple guys from Flint area there. Jawan Cooley and Kendrick Cornelius, man. Them guys were tough. I didn't know who they were, and then I found out they from Flint. And then, like I said, my group that I came in was pretty tough. And then, this Fort Wayne, Indiana basketball alone, man, I got to see a lot of different style of basketball just being in Indiana, being from Michigan. Like, Indiana, different. I mean, all different places, they play a lot different. But Indiana, man, they definitely had a different style of ball that I'm glad I got to see.
They play a lot tougher down in Indiana.
Man, a lot of ball movement, man. Like, a lot of balls. When I got to Tech, I got popped by a school called Huntington. And it was one of the top ranked schools in the nation at the time. I've never really got blew out. Like, I played for Mustangs in high school and Everett. My senior year, we lost like 3 games. Like, I won a lot. You know what I'm saying? Even at LCC, I won a lot too. You know what I'm saying? So when I got to Tech, I lost my first game by like 40, 50 points to a team called Huntington, like right up the road from us. And man, how they moved the ball, I ain't seen nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like playing AAU was all fast paced, even JUCO. JUCO was very fast paced. And I played against Schoolcraft when Greerden was down there. Like Schoolcraft was like one of the top schools in the country at the time. So was Mott. You know what I'm saying? I had the leading scorer in the country on my team at LCC, a guy named Levi Ross. When I got to Indiana, it was the first time I seen a team probably pass the ball 10 to 15 times in multiple possessions and get a wide open shot. And the ball swung so quick. And how that score went from like being up 10, 15 points to being down about 30. And we was pretty good too. It was something different, man. I got to see a real good program and the NIA that like they can compete. And they play a lot of D2s, like IPFW, small D1s that they had played actually compete with them. And they was NIA schools. That's why I knew the NIA was real. You know what I mean? And that was an Indiana style bat. Most of them kids all from Indiana somewhere. Ain't never heard of playing at this small college, man, that could play some ball, a different style of ball. Not heavy on the one-on-one, but they all had that fundamental that they can catch, pump fake, one dribble, pull up, knocking shots down from the 1 through the 10th player off the bench. You know what I'm saying? And that was pretty cool, man. That's that Indiana. That's how I first got introduced to Indiana ball outside of AAU and all that.
Okay. So how'd you make your way to Vietnam?
Man, training. I was working at a facility at home that was like a training facility. And a guy that I met when I was a young guy, seeing that I was doing that, you know what I'm saying? One of the coaches that used to train a lot of the kids in the neighborhood in the area. I think he's coaching right now at Olivet College. And he asked me if I'd be interested in going overseas to train. He might have a connect for me. And that's really what it was, man. Just somebody knew that I was in the realm of training, asked was I was willing to do it. And we worked it out, ended up going over there and got the opportunity to play. Yeah, that's how it all popped off, man. Just me knowing somebody and kind of getting a good connection.
How'd you like it?
It was a blessing, man. It was a very eye-opening, man, different culture. You know what I'm saying? Being at 12 hours ahead, you know what I'm saying? And but just seeing like the culture of basketball there, like soccer was definitely like the main sport, but how basketball was just so like they was on it, man. Kids running to the gym, don't have shoes on, so it's very eye to see kids like really want to put in that type of work, and they really didn't understand it. Just seeing an American there that can dribble a basketball, shoot a basketball, they thought I was Kyrie or somebody, you know what I'm saying? But they was all with it though, you know what I mean? But just being able to have the opportunity, because a lot of guys want the opportunity to go play and be able to do that, see a different culture, man. It was a blessing, man, for sure.
Okay, so you've seen it from that perspective. Do you think at some point that the U.S. Okay, I'll put it like this. It seems like it's at the point where the USA is almost behind the world in basketball. Do you see it? Do you understand that perspective even from going to Vietnam?
As far as US being behind,
yes.
I think because it's still that sport here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's even though we good in like all the sports, but basketball, man, is still a sport that I think we heavily dominate because we do it for fun and passion and first. I think the other countries, it's like you see it more in a systematic way. Like you see, like they got a lot of academies over there, which is cool, and we got that stuff here too. But you got kids, man. We don't got the parks as much as we used to. Everybody going to start the parks. But how this AAU system is, and these kids are starting to play at young age in the market here with trainers. Like I train kids too, and I feel like I can create a real good ball player. You know what I'm saying? We got more of that here than they do. You know what I'm saying? They got the academies and the systems that they bring up, like where you see Jokic and all them playing. They got a lot of that. But we got the same system. We got high school, college basketball, and pro ball here. Over there, just they don't that college and stuff like they don't have that over there like that. So I wouldn't say we behind. I still think we far ahead because that's why Americans go over there right now and actually go eat. You know what I'm saying? In the same way they come here and do well, but it's just so many more athletes here that can play ball here than it is over there. And I think the world is catching on because they love the game, but I think we still far ahead though. We still way ahead.
All right. That's a great answer. I really, really appreciate that. How did you get involved with the NBL?
Man, I think the first time me and Aaron talked, I think I was about to play in a league called the PBA. And that's how I met the commissioner of this league. And then Coach Shantez with Avengers, I've known him from playing and just being in Detroit, playing and other things. And I actually had moved out to Pontiac. I was working out there, a school teacher, PE teacher, AD out that way. And I mean, I like the hoop, but I've never really been like the men's league type dude. I like to kind of play competitive ball still at my age. And I knew Shantez and I said scrimmage against some guys sometimes. So I asked him to play. And that's kind of how I tapped into the NBL. But I remember when our Aramis is looking to really start the league one of the first couple of years, it was the semi-pro team in my home city in Lansing. And I was actually looking to try to get into the market as well, but then COVID hit. And I know that was kind of a big thing. And, that team in Lansing kind of moved and we got a TBO team. So, I've been kind of eyeing this league, man, for a while. You know what I mean? Because, I like good competitive basketball, especially with teams that could be there. I've just always been that guy that like to play in things that, a lot more competitive than just everyday pickup run.
That's funny because the guy who used to own that team in Lansing, he was my former student. His name was Chris Jackson. But he back in Pontiac now.
Yeah, Chris. Yeah, Chris. Yeah, the TBL team. Yeah, Chris Cool. Yeah, he running for one of the seats right now.
Yeah, I think he's
on
the city council now.
Yep. He just ran for a seat. I know he's had an election with that Chris. Yes, sir. Yep.
Small world, man. Small world.
Yes, it is.
I was looking at y'all schedule. Y'all got a whole lot of home games, man. Are the teams complaining I got y'all so many home games?
Man, I don't know what they got going on. I just know on a schedule where we got to play who show up. That's just what it is. You know what I mean? I know Chicago came in ready to bump for sure. It ain't seem like they was complaining about it. So I don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
So what's your biggest rival?
Man, I ain't gonna say a rival, but it's unique. We got two teams here, right? So it's like the Chandler Comets and Mesa Monsoons, and so we actually practice together sometimes. So I think as far as rival, us being so close to each other, I could see something brewing with that. Just in their team, because we make each other better in this sense, you know what I'm saying? And they got some young, hungry guys that makes us want to. We a little bit older, you know what I'm saying? But I think how we just lost to Chicago. I think a lot of these guys, it's their first time even playing anything like this, you know what I'm saying? To see a team like that come here that was ready to bump, that came, clearly across the country to play. I think that might have started something too. You know what I mean? So right now, I know it's both teams that's around here right now. I think that's our biggest competition right now, because I think we compete with anybody that we decent. We coming.
All right, Felix, you got anything for him before we get him out of here?
No, just good luck on the season, man.
No, appreciate it. I know we got one next weekend, so
here we go. Y'all off this week. We put your Instagram information up there, so you want to check that young man out in terms of his being able to play. His home team's the Mesa Monsoons. Thank you very much, sir, for coming out and working with us. You know, we live on tape at night. Appreciate you coming out. Good luck to you the rest of the season.
Now, thank you guys. We see you guys again, man. Appreciate it.
You have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too. Peace out.
All right, that is Mr. Maurice Benson from the Mesa Monsoons in the state of Arizona, originally from the state of Michigan. Small world, a lot of we cross paths a lot of ways, and I'm guarantee you know a whole lot more people that I know living up in Lansing. That's one of my old stomping grounds. All right, we're gonna get down into it. And now we're gonna start off the voted by you. The NBA is our first topic of the week, and right now our Detroit Pistons are looking very good at 7-2. They 4-0 since our last show. They got the best record in the East. They beat Brooklyn tonight, 125-107. The top teams in the league right now, in this order by record: Oklahoma City, the Pistons, the Lakers, the Bulls, San Antonio. Can you believe it? Let me pinch myself. Let me pinch myself. Do you believe they?
Not at all. They trash.
What you think?
I'm not believing that, man. Look, man, we've been here 6-7 months ago with who? The Tigers. Same strokes, same folks. I ain't buying that.
I talked about it last week. I'm glad that the teams right now in the city Detroit, when you turn them on, you know they got a chance to win. At the end of the day, that's all you can really ask for. Yeah. You know, you're going to go through some cycles where you're real good. You're going to go through some cycles where you're real bad. For a couple years, no matter you turn them on, you're just like, man, let me go watch these Pistons lose. But now you turn them on, like, let me see what these Pistons are going to do. What's the boy Perk? Big Perk said that Cade Cunningham, the number 2 player in the league right now. What you think about that?
Look who did you say said it? All right, there you go.
Big Perk said it. Cade Cunningham number 2.
Right, big salt.
Now you know my thoughts on Cade Cunningham. I love Cade Cunningham. I've always said he's a scorer. He's a regular season guy. But I need to see him pick up on the dubs. I want to see him win. That's all. The same thing I've always said about him. Can he play? Yes, he can play. Can he put some points on the board? But is he the Batman or is he the Robin?
He's a Robin.
That's all I've always said. Does he need another Batman so he can do his Robin and just score? And or is he gonna be the leader that the team's gonna need?
Boy, oh boy.
Felix is a man of not so many words tonight. I'm actually, of course, being a Pistons fan, I am. I'm pulling for him. I'm not gonna lie. I'm shocked. They're the number one team in the East right now, and I hope they can keep it up. And they especially getting that victory they got tonight. They've been out on the road for the most part. Early part of the season, they had their West Coast swing, and I think they were at Brooklyn tonight. Were they at Brooklyn tonight? Let me look real quick. Yeah, they were in Brooklyn tonight. They were in Brooklyn, so they've been out on the road a little bit lately. So is that right? I got to look at that. I don't think they were home. I think they were home. But I'm not gonna get too excited like I did with the Tigers early on. It's a long season. It's 82 games instead of 162. But after the short sample size, after this, what is it? 9 games into the season, they're looking okay. They're looking okay. After that's what good. 10% already into the season. They say in basketball, after 20 games, you know what you got. So we're gonna see what's going on. We're not gonna get it all the way to the we don't get all the way to the All-Star break, but we're gonna get 20 games in. They'll be here December 18th here in Dallas. They play against the Mavericks. Of course, I'm gonna try and make my way out there. We're gonna see. Pray for me. I can get out there and give me a good seat. The tickets get a little bit higher when both teams are doing well. But Anthony Davis is doing his usual. I'm hurt, Coach. I'm hurt. So we're gonna see what happened with that. We're gonna see what happened with that. All right, in the NHL, we got the Red Wings. Red Wings right now are let's see here, that 9-6-0, 1-2 since the last show. They lost their last 2 games. They lost tonight to the New York Rangers. Even though they lost their last 2 games, they are still in second place in the Eastern Conference of the Atlantic Division. And so we want to keep wishing them well as they move forward. And hopefully we can get them back in the playoffs. Like I said, every right now, as of right now, when we look at them, we can say the Red Wings have a chance to win. They played 15 games so far, 9-6-0, 18 points. And let's see, overall in the whole league, they are in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9th place overall. And we're not even looking at the playoffs right now. So that's not the playoff race isn't even up yet. So we're hoping that they can keep moving forward and make a run at the playoffs. All right. We're going to keep moving on. Like I said, we are live on by memory on Memorex tonight. We want to make sure we keep it moving so we can keep everybody eyes open tonight. We both done worked a full shift today, and so we're gonna keep it going for you guys. And we may not make it a full hour, but we're gonna make some good time tonight. We're gonna have a good show tonight. Don't forget to watch. Don't forget to click like and share, and let folks know that we are still here on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, X, the Roku channel on the Maximum TV network. All right, moving forward, we're going to wrap up the baseball season. World Series. Dodgers take Game 7. And the score that I predicted, 5-4. I predicted the Tigers score. I mean, the World Series score. You predicted the Lions score last week, so we both was on point with that. I didn't know it was going to go on in the extra innings, but I did like that 5-4 score. I knew it was going to be pretty close up in Toronto. I can't call the pitcher's name that came in and gave him that relief down the stretch, and it seemed like he was just meant to be. They got that call in when they were and the bases were loaded. The guy didn't run when he should have. He didn't leave early enough where he could have slid in and got under the catcher, but he got lucky. The guy bobbled the ball, still gathered himself and threw a strike at home and got in. Catcher did a great job of stretching out and keeping his foot on the base because it was just meant for them to be. They got a guy on the team named Will Smith. Not that Will Smith. He's won 6 championships in a row. Can you believe that? 6 in a row?
Yeah, when I saw that, I said, wow.
That's a great thing right there. I want to go be his friend, so maybe I can be on the team next year. They can sign me to a 10-day contract when the World Series start. I can get me a ring. And also shout out to Tommy Edman. My old quarterback's son plays for the Dodgers. He got his second ring in a row after coming over from St. Louis. So congratulations to Tommy Edman. And of course, who brought the trophy into the stadium today? Well, on Wednesday.
What's his name?
Ice Cube.
Well, it was Cube. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ice Cube brought it in again for the second year in a row. So maybe they're trying to say we're gonna make another run at it next year, so we're gonna put Ice Cube in position to do so. So I ain't mad at him. Now, too early, much early. Do you think they got enough to go back and do it again next year?
Yeah, because they're gonna sign Tarek Scoop.
They would have to trade for him.
Oh, well, they're gonna trade for him. Same thing.
So he's under contract one more year for the Tigers. I'm hoping that they sign him, but at the end of the day, it's a business.
Yeah.
And the question is, do you sign him now, or do you trade him and get players and prospects for him? Well, what's potato? Which one is best for you in the long run? Of course, as a fan, I want Scuba to stay. But if that's what they got to do, that's what they got to do. It would hurt me to see that you got your 2-time Cy Young winner to go out the door. If you're gonna do that, because one, you can't afford him. Two, the reports is that he wants to stay. Normally that means I want to stay, but you got to pay me.
Yeah.
So if it's not fiscally responsible to do so, it's probably best to do it early and get you what you can for him now, as opposed to trying moving him at the deadline next year and get robbed hand over fist. So those are decisions that those professionals make. So hopefully they make the right decisions, and so we can keep our Detroit Tigers rolling forward 2 years in the playoffs after having one of the worst records in the league for a couple of years. All right, moving forward. Don't forget to click like, click share. Let them know that we are here. And don't forget, we got our wizard who lives in Oz. He's not with us right now, but he will be tomorrow, sending the show out to different platforms. Mr. Marcus Holmes. I'm trying to find my book. It's around here somewhere, but I'm still going to want you to lean in. Let me tell you about Marcus. Marcus is an HR guru. He is on TikTok. Go to TikTok, Marcus R. Holmes. He's going to tell you how to get your resume together. He's going to tell you how to answer those star questions. He's going to tell you how to negotiate your salary and everything around it. Go and invest in yourself as you get better in your work career life through Mr. Marcus R. Holmes. He is the purveyor and the start of all this through the Love and Stuff community. And us doing this show is a big part of his brainchild. And we've been going, 5 years strong, 5 years strong doing this. And every Saturday, we having a lot of fun. All right, moving forward, we going on to the NFL. We're not talking about Linwood. We're talking about the National Football League.
All right.
We just had the trade deadline. It was a really, really slow deadline. A lot of folks, not a lot of the movement that we thought we was going to see. Were you surprised to see that Sauce Gardner got sent to Indianapolis?
Yeah, that was a big shock. Big shock. Man.
That shocked me too. Normally when you see a guy like that get moves because they giving up on him, I didn't see it that way. I saw it in the way of Indianapolis saying, "Hey, we got something here. We got Danny Dimes, we got Daniel Jones. We gonna put something on the other side of the ball to make him look good." I thought that was a good move by Indianapolis. Dallas made a few moves with it. They got another player out of the Jets as well, and I think the Lions had a minor movement, defensive lineman that they brought in. So it was pretty quiet deadline for the trade deadline in the NFL for the first time in a little while. I don't know if that's because the parity or the cap, or just people just like what they got and they're gonna roll with it, see what they got and go forward the rest of the way down the line. What you think, sir?
Yeah, I was kind of shocked. The Honolulu Blue didn't do nothing, but like I said, 7-10, it don't matter. It's over. After this Sunday, if Jaden Daniels wasn't hurt, I would say, yeah. But still, you go in there. They might beat them, man. I'm looking at 5-5 after these next 2 games because you definitely not beating the Eagles.
It's going to be – these next 2 weeks are definitely going to be tough. Even though Daniels is hurt, it's always that first game after one of your top players get hurt that they circle the wagons real good. The team play really, really hard for that player, and oftentimes they get a victory. So that this week scares me because of that. Definitely scares me because of that. The Lions got a chip on their shoulder losing them at home in the playoffs last year. I almost said the Redskins. The Commanders have a chip on their shoulder, feeling like, hey, this is not beating y'all last year wasn't a fluke, or early this year wasn't a fluke. So we're gonna see what happened. We're gonna see what happened on Sunday. We're gonna talk about that, of course, a little bit more in the predictions. In college football, they have fired 13 head coaches this year. D1, 13. This past week, they fired Hugh Freeze in Auburn. He's been on the hot seat for a little while, so that wasn't as much as a surprise. That wasn't as much surprise them firing him. But the question is, of those 13 teams, how much better are you going to get because of those firings? Do you think? Okay, you look at Penn State. Are they going to get better?
Nope.
You look at LSU. How much better are they going to get? You look at just like I said at Auburn. How much better are they going to get by making these moves? UCLA probably the one team that's probably who's going to get better, who has gotten better out of all of the teams that we've mentioned by making that change. But overall, because you fired your coach, who are you going to bring in now to put you on the path that you really want to win on? That's the question that you really got to ask yourself.
Yeah.
That's the question you got to ask yourself. Of course, we got some great games coming up. And in rankings right now, we pull these rankings right now. Let's see, where am I? We got Ohio State, Indiana, A&M, Texas A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Ole Miss, BYU, Texas Tech, Oregon, Notre Dame, Texas, Oklahoma, Utah, Virginia, Louisville, Vanderbilt, Georgia Tech, Miami, USC, Iowa, Michigan, Missouri, Washington, Pittsburgh, and Tennessee. This week I got it right. I make sure I did the research. U of M and Michigan State are on hiatus. They got a break. I think this is the second one for both teams in the season. In a lot of ways, why do you have 2 breaks?
Right.
Why don't they condense that schedule down so they don't have to play so far into November? I know adding in those other teams from the Pac-12 opened up the schedule some, but there's no need to have 2 bye weeks in the middle of a college season or pro season. That I don't understand.
Me neither.
I don't understand that. But hey, they know better than we do. I mean, maybe they could have brought in Little Sisters of the Poor and and got them a check and get them a W and get them closer towards at least Michigan State closer towards getting the bowl game. But after last week's debacle up in Minnesota, there's no way they should have lost that game. They were almost 2-1 time of possession and yards on the field. Gave that game away. They scored that touchdown. That ball, they ran that ball almost right at me. 2 minutes left. He gets stopped on the 3. They scored a touchdown. Minute and a half left. Everybody around me like, oh man, we're gonna lose the game. I'm glad you came down so you can came up here to see the game. I said, but hey, there's a lot of time left on that clock. Lady in front of me goes, no, the way they're playing this year, this game is over. I said, ma'am, there's a lot of time on that clock. What'd they do? Kick the ball out of bounds. Put the ball on the 35. I said, I told you, man, there's a lot of time on that clock. Penalty. 3 more penalties. They write down the score. But hey, overtime, score, kick the field goal, then they score in overtime. But hey, that's like a microcosm of our season. And it was a good game. It was a good game. But I was just hoping that the Spartans would have won it. We're gonna keep moving forward. Like I said, we probably gonna get out of here a little early today. We're 35 minutes in. We probably might make it the entire hour. We might make May make another 10 minutes, but it is that time. It's women's sports time. Let me fix my banner right quick. I thought I had that fixed.
Here it comes.
Yeah, you're right. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. You know what's coming. It is. This segment is T. It eats down. It slays. Girl, get your coins. It leaves no coin. And it leaves no crumbs. Clock it. Women's basketball has started. No really get real games of significance right now. Right, we're going to concentrate on women's volleyball, like I've been saying all season. Right now, Nebraska is number 1 in the country, 22-0. They are the only team that's left undefeated right now. Kentucky took 2 losses over the weekend. So right now we got Nebraska to Kentucky, Pittsburgh, Texas, Stanford, Texas A&M, Louisville, Arizona State, Purdue, SMU, Wisconsin, Creighton, Kansas, Miami of Florida, North Carolina, TCU, USC, Indiana, Tennessee, Colorado, BYU, Minnesota, Baylor, Iowa State, and Penn State. There are 6 teams in the Big Ten that are in the top 25. That's beautiful. You normally see that in basketball. You definitely see that in basketball. For men's basketball, in terms of going to the tournament, they've been putting 7 or 8 teams in the tournament over the last few years consistently, including Northwestern for men's basketball. But you are now seeing that also on the women's side in volleyball. So hopefully we can continue to do that. And Nebraska they literally have not lost a set in a game in like the last 3 weeks. Utter truly dominance. Utter truly dominance. So hopefully they can, because after losing to Pitt State last year in the national championship, they it's almost like they said, we come too far, we work too hard to have it happen, and they've been on a mission ever since. So hopefully they can finish what they started. Hopefully they can finish what they started. All right, we moving on down. Right now, we are going to take a quick pause for the cause as we jump into Stoopid Sports News. Okay. All righty. In Stoopid Sports News, the man who's been on our show a bunch of times, the one, the only Antonio Brown has been extradited back to the U.S. Did you hear about that? To face charges for killing that person, allegedly.
Right.
Allegedly. I think he was in Dubai or something like that. He was trying to get somewhere where there wasn't no extradition laws. I don't blame him. I did the same thing. I'd have been trying to get out of here too. But they brought him on back. You think does that bode well in his favor, having been brought back?
Not really.
So it's just a matter of time, you say, before he will find himself serving a life sentence?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Well, he's going to be a candidate for his brain being definitely studied for CTE. They say he ain't been the same since he got that hit against was it Baltimore? I think it was, or Cleveland or something like that.
It was Cincinnati.
Since Cincinnati, yeah. They say he ain't been the same since. So we gonna see. I wish the brother the best, and I'm sorry that there's a loss of life involved with that. But when you start making decisions the way he's made them, going through 3 teams in one season, getting the ring with Tom Brady, taking his clothes off in the middle of the game, running off the field to a waiting Uber. You can't tell me that none of that wasn't planned, but people say that he not right. I say he was right. If you smart enough to know that you're gonna take your clothes off at a certain time and have that Uber already waiting on you had a good plan. You had a good plan. All right, moving forward to our one quick question. One quick question for you. We just had the elections on Tuesday night. The city of Detroit has elected its first female or woman mayor. What are your thoughts on
that? Let me see. This is my rifle and this is my gun. This is for fighting and this is for fun.
So all letters. The Felix Halls.
No, that's not a bad. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. I'm Facebook friends with her and everything. That's a good thing. I'm proud of her. She did her little dance. She was doing her down. Proud of her.
Now, I'm looking at things from a big picture perspective. I think it's a great thing that she won. I'm very happy that Detroit has been progressive enough to elect a woman as the mayor, first time ever in the city of Detroit, and I hope there's going to be plenty more behind it. I have no doubt in my mind that she is qualified and she's able to do the job. I know that a lot of people wanted Kinlock, a lot of people wanted different candidates, and and that's fine. Everyone has their opinion, and everybody who was of age should have voted for their candidate.
Right.
I understand that there was a low turnout for voting in the city of Detroit, and but you can only count the votes of the people who showed up. But here's my biggest worry. It has nothing to do with her and her ability to run the city. You're going to start hearing rhetoric coming out of DC about how bad Detroit is, about the crime in Detroit, and how everything in the city of Detroit is out of control. I think just like they're trying to do in Chicago, in Detroit, and other quote-unquote black mayor cities, I think this administration is going to try and set up rhetoric they're going to start using that rhetoric to ease the skids to try and send the troops to Detroit, try and take it over.
Please don't.
And I'm because that's been the playbook from the administration.
Right.
That's my worry. And to me, it has nothing to do with her as a leader, nothing with her ability to lead the city. I just think it's something that administration has been setting up to try and take over a lot of these major cities. For whatever reason, I don't know why. I don't know what reason they have behind it, but that's my fear with her being elected. Right now, you have the gentleman who's running for senator now, who's the former mayor. He's leaving that position, and so that's going to worry me about how the rhetoric was going to change and how they're going to start changing try to change the perception of the city and how it's run and why they feel like they just send the people there to do that kind of a thing. That's my worry. So, and I want people to know automatically it has nothing to do with the fact that I don't think that she's a bad leader or don't have any ability. I think she's going to be a great leader for the city. I really do. She's a down-home Detroiter, been there all her life, family been in politics, so she understands the lay of the land. However, looking at the big picture, in terms of things that have been done in the past, in terms of taking over the water board and things like that, that's why I see it. I hope I'm wrong. Please let me be wrong, but that's my worry. That's my worry. All right, moving forward, we in the predictions. Last week, Felix went 10-4. I went 8-6. We are now tied at 84-39 on the season. Looking to have another great weekend of predictions.
Get this guy now. Let me open it up now.
You got your pen. I see you got your pen.
Yeah, let me open it up now. Let me pull away now.
Okay, all right. We're going to start off with Indiana and Penn State.
Man, Indiana, the Hoosiers, 34-17.
I think this game's gonna be a lot closer. It's in Penn State. Both teams play outside, so that's not an issue. They both play in cold weather areas. I think this game's gonna be a lot closer than you think. I'm gonna say 21-17. No, I'm gonna go 21-20. 21-20 Indiana.
Oh, okay.
21-20 Indiana. Texas A&M and Missouri. Two teams in the top 25. Missouri, who normally does well every 7-8 years. A&M, right about the same. Who you like?
Texas A&M 24-17.
I like A&M as well, but they're on the road. Last week I slept on A&M when I really should not have, and also I spoke up for them before when they went up to Notre Dame and beat them in Notre Dame. So I'm gonna stick with that. I'm gonna stick with Texas A&M in Missouri. I'm gonna go A&M 31, Missouri 17. Big showdown game in the Big Ten. Oregon goes to Kinnick Stadium in Iowa. What you like?
Give me the Ducks. 25-13.
Iowa has been playing pretty good. They always play well defensively. They got an offensive coordinator over there where they starting to put it together. It's going to be a tough game. I like Oregon. I'm going with Iowa. Kinnick Stadium is the toughest place to play in the Big Ten. They butter you up at the top and in the beginning of the fourth quarter when you wave to the kids at the hospital. It do something to your heart. I'm going with Iowa. I'm going 28-21. All right, we got a pseudo redemption game. Can they do it? LSU versus Alabama in Alabama.
Give me Bama. 27-14.
Still a lot of pride in LSU. They're going to play well, but it's in Alabama. They got to go to Tuscaloosa. Not only is it hard to play there, it's hard to spell that city. How do you spell Tuscaloosa?
Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa.
See? That's what I'm talking about. I'm going Alabama. I think LSU going to play well for about 3 quarters, and they're going to give up the ghost. They're going to give up Great Caesar's ghost. I'm going Alabama. 35-28. Stretch out lane. BYU and Texas Tech, another 2 teams playing pretty well down the stretch.
Shoot. Give me Texas Tech. 24-27. 27-24.
Texas Tech 27-24 at home. I like Texas Tech as well. BYU will have all those grown men on the team, 25, 26, 27-year-olds. They've been doing it traditionally, and that's how they keep winning so much. They send them guys out on a mission, and they come back grown men. And it's hard to play against them grown men. But Texas Tech looking good right now. The Red Raiders are looking good. I like 31-17. To the NFL, we got Baltimore, Minnesota.
Give me the Vikings. 21-13.
We got the Minnesota Vikings at home. But I'm going to go with Baltimore. What's the name is back? Lamar is back for the second week in a row. And I know that JJ played very, very well last week against the Lions. Yes, he did. Played very, very well. But I got to go with Baltimore. Lamar Jackson healthy. I'm not saying it's guaranteed, but they got a better than 75% chance of winning. Baltimore, 28-13. New England and Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay.
Give me Give me New England. 21-17.
2 weeks ago, there was a wonderful concert that was announced. Wonderful, wonderful concert announced. Boys the Men. What's the young lady name? Birdman girlfriend. What's the young lady name?
Toni Braxton.
Toni Braxton. And who? N.E. New Edition. So I'm going with the N.E. Heartbreak. New Edition. New England over Tampa Bay. I'm going with New England. Going down to Tampa Bay, playing in the warm weather. I'm going with a close score. 21-20. Rams and 49ers up in San Francisco.
Give me the Rams. 27-13.
I'm going bang, bang, Niner gang. Niners at home. Bang, bang, Niner gang. They got a healthy running back over there still. I'm going with the Niners. I'm going 29-27. Philadelphia and Green Bay, the game of the week.
Give me the Eagles. 21-10.
This game is very perplexing. Both teams have been up and down. Green Bay played about as terrible as they could have played last week. Philadelphia, if I remember correctly, they won last week. But both teams have been doing this. So you never know what team you're going to get. And because they're playing at home, I'm going with Green Bay. Green Bay at home. I like Green Bay at home. It's hard to play against them up there when they mooning you, getting off the bus. So I'm going with Green Bay, 28-13. And the final prediction, we talked about it earlier. The Detroit Lions are going to play the Washington Commanders in Virginia, in Maryland. All right, see you got on the Sean Taylor. So let me go and get your prediction from the Commanders.
24-17 Commanders.
Now, if they had their starting quarterback, I would not hesitate to go with the Commanders. But because they don't, I got to go with the Lions. Lions have not lost games back-to-back over the last 2 seasons, 2.5 seasons. So I'm going with the Lions. Don't make me look bad. Don't make me look bad, Lions. Say it again. Don't make me look bad, Lions. 31-21. All right. We will be back next week, November 15th. Same bat time, same bat channel. We will be live. Maybe not. You never know. We might start taping. What you think? You want to start taping these every week? Or you want to go live?
Man, we'll go week by week, man. Oh man.
We're gonna see what happens. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, X, the Roku channel on the Maximum TV network. And don't forget that you can watch the NBL also on there all week long. Their games are live, and you can watch them on tape delay as well on there. And don't forget, on Tuesday night, we got Marcus Holmes with the original show on the Love and Stuff Community, the Love and Stuff Show, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. Also on Tuesday, the good Reverend Dr. Valencia Edner, my pastor, Thriving, Tuesday Moments of Encouragement. The Reality Strikes show with Eric Brown on Detroit and Black and White channel on Facebook and YouTube on Mondays at 8:30. As we close out today, Felix, what words of encouragement do you have for us?
Good night.
Hey, can't go wrong with that one. Thank you, everybody. And y'all have a great evening, a great morning, and a great weekend.